What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Today we are going to go on an island, and our goal is to make money, just like it is pretty much every day. We are sitting at 5.7 million, so I have not recovered yet from Community Day in June. This is actually being filmed like 2 days after that, so it kind of makes sense that my money is still a little lower than I'd like it. But yeah, I think that's it. I'll see you in the raids. Alright, let's see if we can get an early kill here. So Community Day was a ton of fun for the June one. Not that they're always fun, but I had an especially high amount of fun in this last one. So thank you for everybody who came out and played with me or just hung out in chat. It was great getting to see you guys, and it was just an all-around just good night. Which is why the stream went on for like 6 hours instead of my planned like 3.5 hours. So I was just having too much fun to stop. Alright, so we don't have anyone on the beach. There goes our shot at an easy kill that I was talking about. So I think we'll try to get into research. But I'm not going to go in just yet. I want to see if maybe we can find someone coming from Junkyard. Okay. Well, that makes it sound like there's probably someone in Junkyard, guys. I feel like that happens a lot to me. I'll be like saying something like, I don't know if this is gonna work, and then like the exact thing I'm describing happens right then. I don't know if there's a guy in Junkyard, and he takes a shot right then. Alright, so here he is. Let's see where he goes. I'm hoping he comes this way, and we'll try to take him out like right here. Okay, never mind. We're not taking him out. There's someone on Container Hill with an AK Alpha. Okay, what the heck? So we're not going to take out Junkyard. We're going to leave him alive and switch to our AP ammo if we can after we heal. I just remembered, guys, we don't have AP ammo. Alright. I hear the shots. I see our attacker. Ooh, okay. Oh, he's shooting me again, huh? I think we're good to back up here. We need to get some distance between him and us. No idea what happened to that Junkyard guy. We're gonna have to completely let him go for now. Alright. Should be a little safer here. So let's finish healing. Alright, so also I just remembered I don't have any AP ammo, guys. I thought I did. Yeah, he's still got an angle on us. Somewhere up on that hill. Oh, he rotated on us, actually. It's a lot closer than I thought. So I don't have any AP. I thought I did, but I didn't load any in like I thought. So this might be a little tough if he's in a tier 6 vest. Alright. Keep him a little scared while we rotate. We have a better shot behind these rocks, I think. Who is shooting me now? We gotta keep going. That's not a bot. That shot me, I think. Oh man, I'm so scared. Why has this gotta be our first raid? Oh. Oh god. A little too intense for me, guys. A little too intense. Well, I guess this guy doesn't have AP, though. Otherwise, I think we'd be very dead. Let's see, where is he now? There he is. So he's behind these rocks. He's really pushing us here. Ah. Let's not shoot that. I think he knows we're here. Ah, nice shot, dude. Alright, well, not the start I wanted, but I was all jumbled up there. Let me get rekitted, and then I will see you guys in the next raid. Well, this looks familiar. Alright, let's go again. I have a new plan, though. So, you should be able to see the beach person already. Yeah, so we're not going to go there this time. We're going to go straight to watch for Junkyard. Since the only other person we could be waiting for there would probably be a lighthouse guy, which isn't, that's gonna take a while. So instead this time I'm gonna wait here. I don't know where this guy came from. Like, I don't know what spawn he would have been in, but I think this is the second time recently that I've been jumped by someone who's spawned in and ran into this hill and like in these trees while I was trying to chill out here. So I'm gonna pay more attention to this spot now. But yeah, where did he come from? No idea. Alright, I'm trying to account for the slower move speed, giving them more time to get in position, but I'm not seeing anything. So I think it's time to move in. I think there could still be someone in Junkyard, but it's just hard to judge how long people end up taking in that spot. So I don't want to sit there any longer. I'm going to try to get into research now. Luckily those bots haven't shot me yet, because I'm not paying any attention over there. Oh, they're just... Oh, now they're going to shoot me. Alright, we all heard that, right? Right when I was shooting these bots, I think I heard something to my right. But... Oh, and that guy's mad too. I think we're gonna check that out. Actually, nah. Let's go into research. I was thinking of going through tunnel and just like trying to pursue them up the hill and stuff. But I think I like going into research more. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe we'll get a purple. I feel like we played Community Day was like what, like 6 hours? I said it in the last video. It was like 6 hours of content. I think we found like 1 purple card the whole time. I really kind of hope that they boost the static spawns again, because it's, I don't know, those are so fun to find, and I miss it. And it's been very hard to find. That's walking. It's been very hard to find purples and GPUs these days. Wow. Wow, we summoned it, guys. Awesome. That's why I complain a lot. Because when you complain a bunch, usually good stuff starts happening to you. That's what I've found, at least. So let's keep going up, I guess. You know, who knows? Maybe we'll get a second purple. So I'm gonna go check conference room. I'm taking my time at these windows though, because I know there's people at radio. So I don't want them to be watching those windows and just shoot me as I run across. Alright, all set here. Didn't even scan, but I figured there was no one in here yet. Alright, so where to next? I think we'll go to the roof. The roof is generally a good place to go to make your next move plans, because it's pretty hard for people to surprise you on the roof. Not impossible, but pretty hard. Listening, that's a bot. Should be right around this corner, but we're gonna shut this door. More or less. That's shut enough. Alright, so what's happening at radio? You guys were making a lot of noise earlier. And now you're quiet, which I don't love. But I'm also less interested in radio. Prison is where I want to go. So I probably should spend more time scanning back here. So that means in the meantime, I'm just gonna keep running back and forth between these two spots and see if we can get a kill until I feel a little safer and ready to leave. Still no one on radio side. Back to our rotation. Dude, we're just a bot right now. Like, we're just doing a back and forth rotation basically to the same spots the bot walks around in. Just trying to find players. Yeah, we're a bot. We're like a bot with good loot. I'll see anyone there too, but you'll see I never go that way if I can avoid it. Because you're out in the open. Like, there could be someone in those trees who just hasn't shot me yet. But if you go to that spot there, you're taking a big risk because you're going to be out in the open for a long time. I've died there way too many times. This is strange. Okay. Exfils aren't open yet though, so someone is... or like, so people are here. Oh, we did just finally see radio. If people are here, they're still stuck here. Always have a lot of trouble shooting here. So I always, by here I mean I always have a lot of trouble shooting through these gaps. What is that? Is that a bot? We're getting grass. We're getting footsteps on the grass right now. I think it's a bot. But I'm not sure because that's a weird spot for a bot to be. They can go there, but it's rare that a bot will be down low like that. Which actually, if that's the case, I think I want to get out of here. So they could be going to ladder. I think it was a bot because it sounded like they were walking. But if it is a player and they're on the ground there, they could very quickly be up that ladder. And it's very hard to hear people on that ladder. So he would be on that roof, probably without me even knowing. So I think it's our time to go. I would like to get that stuff, but it's kind of out of the way. And also in a very dangerous spot. This is the thing I don't like. I don't like the fact that we have been watching their hills for prison for so long and we haven't seen a single person. That makes me pretty uncomfortable. Alright, I'll take this. I'm getting really low on these vest pouches, so I gotta start collecting them again. Yeah, and I know I can buy them for like 12 cents, but it's nice to not have to go buy them and just have a nice big... Wow, this is a good silencer. It's nice to have a big stack of them and not have to go purchase them. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Alright, so now we gotta get ready for... our dangerous move here. And I'm trying to plan out how I actually want to do it. Because there's a lot of trees in the way, you know? This one's good. And like, the back of research has and still does look very safe. Which makes me think it's less safe, right? They're doing a good job of staying hidden, but I feel like they're there. So I think we're gonna try to get to ambulance. Let's go. So I did just hear a ton of suppressed fire, but it sounded pretty far. Like, it sounded all the way still at prison, or right outside prison. So I'm guessing the reason we haven't really heard or seen anyone is there was a fight in prison that just potentially just ended, where... Well, did I see someone in that tree? Where they were camping for a very long time, waiting for someone to come out. Hopefully I didn't see anyone in that tree. We're gonna try to ignore these bots as they give away our position. And I'm hoping if we get into this tree, they'll stop shooting me. Perfect. So the bots did stop shooting me. We're in a good spot now. And I'm gonna wait here, because I heard the kitted shots. They didn't sound like... Oh, this could be good timing. I was like, they didn't sound like they were here. They sound like they're at prison, so this player is probably still in prison. But I have a good feeling that they're like right here now. Oh man, I hope I win this fight. I actually should probably let him go. I was thinking, let's rotate. I was thinking maybe I should let him go because we have good loot anyway and we could just get out with that. But then I saw that he was loaded up with like multiple vests and stuff, and I was like, if we don't win this fight, then I don't deserve to call myself a Taborian. I'm just kidding. I've lost a lot of fights that I should win. But it looked like we had a very big advantage, so I went for it. Dude, I'm so jumpy now. After that kill. That stuff I am going to go look for, though. So we will go there next, because I think that's the kitted guy. Hopefully these shots are at us. And hopefully that was the kitted guy, actually. Because if it wasn't the kitted guy, that means that he's just waiting for us to go get that stuff. Which would, like, really suck. I need a win. I need a win. We died in our first raid. I need a win now. Let's see. Well, those bots weren't shooting anyone else, right? It was hard to tell. But I think those bots were only shooting that guy and then me. I don't think there was another player. I don't see anything yet. Let's keep going forward. Alright, still looks pretty good, but it's, it's hard to tell. Can't see these trees super well. So if he's hiding in the back of these trees and not moving, I don't think we'll be able to see him. Which, like, kind of sucks. Okay, this also kind of sucks too. Why can't I ever grab this thing now? Alright, I have waited 1 minute, which I'm pretty proud of. That took a lot of patience. I don't think he has a partner, so that's why it was really hard to wait. And honestly, that was not enough time to wait. If he does have a partner, the guy's gonna be there for a while. 1 minute was not enough time to convince this guy that it's safe. But I'm a little impatient, and I kind of want to see what's going on and if we can find this stuff. Still try to check some trees when I think it's safe to. But I don't think he'd be in those back trees. I think he'd be, if there is a partner, I think he's going to be in the trees over here by the road. That's why I'm rotating really low here. I think most of those trees, he would not be able to see me here. So I might, if they are there, I don't think there is anyone there, but if I had to bet. But if they are there, this would hopefully position me behind them, and they can't hear me. They probably can't hear me though, but they're so loud now. Okay, I think everything looks pretty clear here as well. The only spot we haven't really checked, there's like a tree or two on the side of the road here, which I don't think anyone's in. Okay, good, good. Let's keep going. This is always the scary part too, as a solo, when you're going in to collect this stuff. You don't have anybody to watch your back, right? So I'm like, what are the chances that someone else now is in the tree that I got the kill? And it's happened to me more often than I'd like to admit, which is like 3 times. But I'll go and get a kill, and then I'll go and try to loot the stuff, and I will get killed looting the stuff, which sucks. But that's why I'm trying to be a little extra careful today, and hopefully not have that happen to us. Did they seriously just respawn? Yeah, they did. That's a lot of junk, guys. Let's go grab it. Alright. Start with this. Start with this is a lot of junk. Okay. And we did like nothing to earn this, but I'm happy with it. Take this. Alright, this is the guy we killed, P-Dub, who is level 37. I think we're gonna not run this vault though, is the vibe I'm getting from all this loot, because realistically, I don't know how we would manage to run this. Is that, no, it's not AP. Okay. What's this one? Maybe your AP. No. Alright, I'm gonna be a little quick here, and I'll see you guys in a second when we're done editing, or we're done looting. Alright, so we finished with that bag. Time to grab the next bag. Oh, is this another Alton too? Nice, dude. Yeah, we'll put that on. It's a little bit better than our Dominator, so let's grab that. And then, can't see anything. Oh, then you guys can see stuff, but there's still that bug where it puts a double visor on for you. And then do I have one on my back? No. Alright, I think we can grab this. That, we can't grab. Alright, we will be leaving that. Let's see. This is just too much stuff, huh? Alright. I'll be back in a minute. Ooh, alright. That took forever, but I think we're done. What is going... There's like some weird collision happening right here. Probably because I have way too many vests in these bags. I don't even know if I can move. 106 doesn't seem that bad. But it is time for us to go. So, I'm going to put this... That bag's going on my back. Where's my gun? Alright, I think we're finally done. Oh, that took a while. I grabbed the wrong gun because I think... Yeah, he has the same spray paint on this AK Alpha as I do on the FAL. And then that caused a whole nother level of unpacking and repacking and forgetting stuff. But I think we're good now. And I'm not going to put these bags down if I can avoid it. Which seems like I won't be able to avoid it. We are way too slow. I don't think the zipper trick's going to work too well for us right now. Oh wait, it's working. Sort of. Alright, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go up to Christmas tree. And then we'll go down by the wall. And then we'll hop into orange from there. Good plan. Let's do it. Alright, actually while we're getting our stamina up out in the open here, let's get a little thumbnail too. Yay. So pretty. I love it. You love to see it. Alright, there we go. Let's keep moving. Oh, alright. So out of breath. We've made it to phase 1 of our escape. Stay tuned for phase 2 in the next 20 minutes. So I might go do that. The stuff from the very first kill, kind of want to go see it and grab the dog tag. I feel like at this point it's been long enough. So I think we'll be okay. And we're kind of heading over there anyway. Let's see. I wonder... Nah, let's not do that. Yeah, let's do it. I was like, I wonder maybe it's just faster if we just climb up this ladder a couple times and drop the bags off. Oh man, that's so creepy. Climbing ladders like this. I don't know if it happens with normal climbing, but like when you're climbing ladders like this, it makes a footstep sound. Like, and by this I mean with the one hand. It makes this footstep sound, which makes it sound like people are running, running to kill you right now. Ooh, I don't like that. This would be a really bad time to get shot. But so far, so good. Let's drop here. Go in here. And we are out of stamina. Yay! Alright. Alright, so we're gonna leave this stuff here. We got 15 minutes. Let's leave this behind as well, so we can be a little lighter. And let's get going. Alright, I just said that right. I just said we have 15 minutes. So we should have plenty of time to get this bag and back. I don't know. Long raid. I was saying in the community day how... Yeah, because we did hear footsteps down here. I remember that. I remember that now. In the community day, I was saying how a lot more of my raids... like, I was getting a little bit pickier with my editing, taking out some dead space, and I was finding that I can actually fit 3 to 4 raids, or like 4 raids to 5 raids in every video, instead of 2 to 3 raids. And then, like, right when I was getting comfortable with that kind of setup, they added the move speed change. And so, I think because of that, it's going to be a lot harder for me to get that many raids in, because it just takes me longer to exfil. Oh, there it is. I was like, his dog tag probably went flying. That's alright. Level 9. I think this guy... This was not a level 9 kit with this. I mean, any kit is any level. Don't think that you can't run high level kits because you're only level 9. But this Scar was not a level 9 kit. Typically. I'm wondering if this guy got a nice Chad kill. And then he ran into us. Alright, let's keep going. It's nice to be able to run again at normal speed. See, now, when I was so loaded down with those backpacks, now this feels fast to me. So that's like... It's kind of a plus, you know. I feel like I'm moving pretty fast. It's all about perspective. All right, so we looted that. We mostly just took the NRSs. And then while we're here, we should always just check this room. because there is a GPU spawn right there. You can see it before you go in. You don't need to go all the way in. I mean, there used to be a GPU spawn. Maybe they got rid of it. Alright. And I was like, we should double check now too that we also do have an orange card, since sometimes I forget to replace them. And that would suck, because by the time we get down there and realize that we're missing the orange, I don't know if we'd have time to exfil. Well, we would have time to exfil, but we wouldn't have time to exfil with all this stuff. That's for sure. Whew. I'm always scared of this corner, because I go and hide there a lot in the beginning of wipe. Like if I spawn in garage and I find a GPU in the room that we were just in, I don't think there's anyone camping this. That'd be so weird. Then I usually just take the GPU. Well, I don't usually do it, but I'll take the GPU, run down these stairs, and just hide in that dark corner and just hope no one comes here. Wait for the raid to end. And I do that because, like, trying to get out of research is pretty difficult because it's the middle of the map and everybody is converging on you. So unless you get out really quick, you're kind of trapped here. So I just pick a spot that no one usually goes to and just hide. And it seems to work out pretty well. Alright. We're so close. But it feels like we are so far. So far away. I gotta test out if you can see someone in that corner without a flashlight. I think I could. But I have my gamma turned up a little bit on virtual desktop. So I think my game is a little bit brighter than it is for most people. I guess that's kind of cheating. Oops. It's a strategic advantage of PCVR. Alright, let's see what we're gonna get here. Some small little items, which is always nice. We can take that stuff quickly, put it in the bag. I'm not gonna worry about. We'll try one more time to get the grenade. I wouldn't spend this much time here. If you run orange, I would just get out. Like, grab two things, be really quick, but don't spend more than 10 seconds here, because someone might hear the orange and come for you. Alright, well, you gotta be pretty happy with this haul, right? I mean, I don't know. You can't really complain about that. That's an awesome haul. If I got that haul every single grade, I would be ecstatic. But we're not gonna stop there. We're gonna get another raid in. I will see you guys in a second. This is so funny. This is literally the spawn that I was talking about, where I was saying, if I get this spawn, especially early wipe, I get this spawn and I find a GPU, I just go straight up to garage, find the GPU, and then I just hide. I hide in that corner for like the rest of raid, and I'll leave with like 10 minutes left or something. But I don't think we're gonna have to do that today because, one, I don't think we're gonna find a GPU, and two, it's not early wipe. We're a little more kitted, so we should be alright if we get into a fight, hopefully. Not with this guy, though. This bot's crazy. Those shots sound like someone's coming into the front of research. But they could also be running along the grass here, or in the hills, which I do not see. So I'm guessing they probably already made it in. Let's drop here for a second. Get our magazines ready. Alright. Started switching to AP when I'm in this building because I don't know how kitted people are. And that worries me. I don't think this person's probably kitted based on the shots we heard, but you can always miss here too. Alright, we heard metal. So I thought that maybe that meant they were checking for the purple right then. And they might come into this room next. Oh, those shots were interesting. They might have just gone up ladder, actually. And the metal that we heard was them. No. Okay. They're in conference room. They came through this door, went up the stairs. I don't know what... And then the metal. We probably heard this metal. But then they went up the stairs. Alright, I'm gonna keep moving. I don't want to stand with my back exposed like that. We also heard a weird... Yeah, I was like... Well, that guy messed me up, dude. Okay, This takes way longer than it used to, right? But I was like, dude, we also heard like a weird sound. I didn't think that there was a guy here specifically, but I thought there might be someone close. His footsteps are getting closer, guys. He did have a Galil, so I think that's why he did so much damage to us. The Galil is a scary gun to come across. Yeah, that still sounds like a bot to me, I think. It's really hard to tell now. With the slower movement speed, it's harder to tell the bots apart from players, I think, now too. Because it sounds different, and at the same time, they're also just moving a lot closer to bot speed. Or like players are moving a lot closer to bot speed now. This could be the guy. This could be the guy that we heard. Guess we'll keep going now. That's a player. So we killed someone else. And it sounds like multiple players. Yeah, so they're on the roof. That shot we just heard means they're on the roof. I'm gonna chill here. My hope is that they come down from the roof and enter into here. I can hear them all around me. But I definitely think they're still above me on the roof. Alright, so we just got some shooting at ambulance. That might draw their attention this way. They might come right over here, hopefully, to go see what's going on. Actually, they're not going to be that aggressive. They have a good spot, so they're just going to be parked right above me, probably looking through these tarps. Oh, but that's interesting. Those bots in the front of research started shooting. That's interesting. Okay, it's this guy. I don't have an interest in shooting these guys. Yeah, we'll let them do it. We'll just watch. Actually, we're in a good spot now, too. Let these guys fight, and then we will try to get a shot when they come down here to get the stuff. I really hope they got that second kill, though. I feel like if they did, they might have forgotten me by now. So I haven't made a noise in a long time. So they might feel comfortable getting that stuff. But I don't think they got the second kill based on the gunfire I heard. Sounds like they're jumping. Alright, we got one. Gonna move a bit. Try to find this guy now. Now that his partner's dead, we've evened the odds a little bit. So I can be a little more aggressive. And I don't think his... I don't know. We'll see if I'm right. I don't think either of them are as kitted as me. So that's the other reason why I feel okay switching back to FMJ. We'll see if he rotates right now, though, while I'm doing this. That sounds like a bot. The bot might have respawned on the roof, actually, which is weird, because I'm pretty sure there's a second guy up here still. But now it's been too long, I don't remember. Okay, I think the bot we hear is outside down below, so I think there could still be someone on this roof that we just haven't heard yet. Alright. Oof. So far, so good. We haven't gotten shot. That's always a good sign. Where is this guy? I don't see any legs over there. Let's go sweep. We're gonna pause here now. This is my go-to spot. This is where I want to hang out because it's very safe. Because the only approach is right here and you'll see their legs before they see you. He might have left. Or this is a new player, but I see someone going up Sniper Rock right now. Which means, let's go check out some stuff here. Make sure there's no one hiding in here. And then hopefully we can get a kill here. When whoever this is goes up on Container Hill. I can still see him up there. Alright, never mind. Had to take the shot. He was just so vulnerable up there. I was thinking, though, that we would wait, because he's probably going to come down out in the open here for some more stuff later. So I was thinking we could just wait for that. But it was too tempting. Once I saw he was crouched and packing a bag and not moving, I mean, you got to take the shot there, right? You just got to. Why is there no bot up here, though? I'm wondering if there's still a player here with me. Could be in here. And we're still good there. There's not many more rooms. We're not going there. Never mind. There's not many more rooms he could be hiding in, but I think at this point I'm good. Because that might have been him, actually, the guy we just got. Because that rotation seemed kind of in line with if there was a second guy on this roof. He dropped down when his partner died, and he tried to rotate. That all kind of checks out there. So we're going to go back down now, try to clear this building, and grab a bunch of stuff, I guess. And I think we'll try to get out of here. Ah, we should still loot, right? Let's see what we get. I mean, at this point, we got the kills. That's the part I want. But also at this point, I think players are dead. So I don't think anyone's going to be coming and snatching that stuff away from us. Alright, just a few sips. Stay hydrated, you know. Oops, that could have been the end of me if my gun got stuck in the door again, but we're good. It didn't. I really got to get better at preventing that. I don't know, I have this bad muscle memory with the doors. I open them a very specific way, and it's not a good way, but I can't unlearn it now. Alright, we just heard shots at docks. So we'll keep that in mind. Nice, tangerines. That's always nice when you can restock. We'll keep those gunshots in mind, but I don't think that player is going to give us any trouble. Most people will, once they're at docks, they're getting out. With the exception being that they might stick around if they hear me take a shot. So we're not going to do that. We're not going to give them any information if we can avoid it. Alright, that stuff's still there. No one's in our hiding spot. I have a feeling that they didn't kill the second guy up here. And maybe they did. And that could be who we just heard exfilling at docks. I'm not really sure, though. We gotta clear this room first before we start looting. That's good. And we didn't clear the small roof ever, but whatever. Probably fine. Alright. Things look clear-ish. Clear enough. So I think we can grab this stuff. Oh man, he had a lot of stuff. A lot of loot. Alright. Pop that in the bag, and let's get somewhere safe to actually loot this. Which is not there. Which is not out in the open with the door wide open. So let's see, we got silencer, grip. Actually, you never know when you need these promodols. So I pretty much always take healing if I see it. Because besides bandages, it's just healing's always good to have. You can never have enough. Alright. I think that's all we're going to take. Not a bad bag, but I think that's all we are going to take now because we're getting very picky with our loot. Because it's getting kind of... I mean, once we hit Spec 5, I feel like... Did I forget anything? Yeah, we did. Once we hit level 21 was that guy. Alright, so as I was saying, once we hit Spec 5, things kind of calm down a bit in terms of how much money I need. That was a weird way of saying that. But I need a lot less money, and I have access to most of the weapons and armor that I want. So I focus more on... Wow. There we go. I focus more on PvP. Hey guys. Guys, I don't think our mission is over yet. I think we might have another player. It sounded like someone was doing some joy firing at docks, but after that, this person sounds a lot closer. Sounds like we might have someone coming into research. Alright, I don't hear or see them. So we'll move forward a little bit more. I could be wrong too. They might have just been shooting the bots somewhere completely different. Or the bots. Ooh. Or the bots might have killed him. Hold on. Now I'm confused. We see some stuff right there by the entrance. Wait, no, I saw a player just now too. Ah. Okay, that player's getting out. Never mind. I thought he might be coming this way. Ah, bummer. Alright. I think it's our chance to go as well. I'm not sure where those shots were. Maybe it was a guy taking out the bots over there. That kind of lines up with where we saw someone exfilling docks. But it doesn't look like they're interested in coming and pushing us in research. So I think we're going to leave. Nothing wrong with taking a little detour as well. Because detours are basically another way of being patient. And being patient is good because people will get impatient and they won't be able to judge where you are anymore. So taking a little detour to be a little slow before we go get this stuff hopefully will benefit us, but I think we're good. It's been a lot of death, and there's been a lot of people exfilling at docks, at least 2 that we know of in very recent times. So I'm hoping that we are alone now, because we heard the one guy joy firing, I think, who might have been this dude, the second guy that there was on the container hill, might have been him. After he escaped, he was celebrating and be like, I made it! You guys didn't kill me! So he might have just been partying. And then there was the second guy we just saw, who I guess he could have turned back and tried to come this way. Oh god. But I don't think that's the case. Okay, level 6. Man, we're getting a lot of new players too. That's cool. Level 15. I love seeing new players in this game. The thing that really scared me just now was we heard the, like, clattering sound. House is empty. This one might have been AP. We heard the clattling sound when we got close because that thing started rolling down the hill, but I was like, oh no, we're dead. Alright, we have bots down there. They look calm. And we've got some money. Alright, I like money. So let's take this. I don't know if anyone's going to get that reference. If people... I mean, it's a good movie. If you haven't seen Idiocracy, you should check it out. It's still funny, still relevant, and it's got a lot of good lines in it. Alright, we're kind of hungry. So we'll have a snack. Pop a grenade here. See, there it goes again, rattling and scaring me. Oof, I don't like that. And I am not easily scared, as you guys know, so... very strange. Let's leave those bots alive. We don't really have a reason to kill them, so I'm not going to mess with them. We will go check this sling bag out. I don't think there's anyone here anymore, so I think it's safe to go get it. But the fact that we don't see another set of stuff makes me think that they did only get one of the kills on these guys running down the hill. They got one of them. And the other guy escaped, and that was probably who we heard at docks originally. Ah, okay, what a bummer. Let's see. That's an interesting one. A shotgun with or whatever sight on it. I feel like that's usually unnecessary, but I like it. I like the style. All right, let's get going then. I'm gonna save my orange, I think. I don't have a ton of oranges left. I have like 5, which is probably still a lot for most people. But I think I'm going to save them at this point until I start getting some more. And just use them when I really need to exfil. Right now, we don't have a ton of loot. And it should be a safe escape to docks. And we're pretty close. And we have plenty of time. So that's a 4-factor ranking there to say we are not going to use the orange. Plus, I'm also interested in going and checking out docks. I don't know. Maybe one of the guys like DC'd, right? And then we'll get a free kit. You never know. You never know until you check. And I've had that happen before to me and to other players where they're basically safely out, they've made it through the raid, and then they DC at the worst time and can't reconnect, and then you get all their stuff. Alright, we juiced up a little bit. So we're going to keep our rotation going here. Checking that tree, but we already kind of scanned it, so... It's a hard tree to look into, though. It's very dark, but I don't think there's anyone there. And then what we're really looking for now is the bots, who I have not seen yet. Alright, and there they are. Cool. You kind of want to stay behind these rocks, spot the bots, and then you can make your way in. Especially when you know that there was somebody there. All the more reason to not go in right away and wait till you see the bots. But you can see them through those windows. You don't really have to expose yourself at all. And now you know it's safe. So let's go. Oh man. That's fun. That does not get old. That's the second time I've done that recently. The collateral bot shot. I don't know. That's a funny phrase. The collateral bot shot. It's fun to pull off. Doesn't matter if it's not that hard. It's still a lot of fun. Oh, we should keep that on. Guessing there was a fight here. Maybe. What am I grabbing, dude? Weird. Do we even have this exfil? Nope. We don't. Alright, we don't have that exfil. At least this time I realized that before I got all the way out on the edge of, at the end of docks. A lot of times I struggle with that, and I won't realize that we don't have the exfil until it's too late. Well, in that case we could just go orange, I guess. Yeah, let's do orange. All that stuff was said about saving the orange card is just going to go out the window now because I want to save 4 minutes of time. But I'm pretty lazy, and the new move speed is making me even lazier. So let's use the orange. Let's save 1 whole minute or whatever, and then we can probably get another raid, which is awesome. Yay, another raid. I can hear you guys cheering. 1 more raid, right? Alright, we have plenty of energy, actually. I wish I had been able to rotate to docks sooner, though. So we could have had 2 more kills, I think. I mean, we didn't know, though, that that was going to be such a popular exfil. So it's really hindsight 2020 kind of thing, but would have been cool. Would have been cool if we were over there for those double kills. But not today. It's alright. I'm happy with the kills we got. I think it was just 2, right? Yeah, I think we just got 2 kills. Whatever. I'm still happy with that. Alright. Actually, I'm forgetting too. We had an awesome raid. Our second raid today was awesome. First raid sucked, but our second raid was awesome. So I'm in a good mood no matter what. Alright, don't freak out. That door is open because we opened that at the very start. So don't freak out. We're good. I don't think there's anyone here. That would actually be pretty impressive if someone made it down here past us. Because we were here for a long time. They would have had to do some very good stealth sneaking to get past us. Especially because these water puddles are so obvious. I think this is the only spot in the game that makes that sound. So it's very obvious. It's very clear where someone is as soon as you hear this sound. Well, also the orange ball, if you hear that beeping, that's another very obvious thing. Alright, cool. We can just take this in our hands and we will sell it. So, yay, let's get out of here. I completely forgot we got a 3rd kill in the beginning when we ran into that guy near the bathrooms. It's like not a normal spot, and it was such a quick encounter that I just completely forgot about it later on. But it's alright. We got 3 kills. That's good. So let me get re-kitted, and then I will see you all in the next raid. Ooh, alright. Been a while since we got this one. Well, that's not true. We get this one all the freaking time. I don't know why I said that. That was so dumb. Alright, let's go this way. So I need 2 kills without dying. And then I'll finish my next task for Minty. Not a big deal if we don't get it. It's a nice boost of like 8k. If we don't get it, it's just sad, kind of. It's not as big of a deal as the spec 10 kills without dying one, because there's a pretty consistent leveling up. Well, no, there's an easy spec mission too to consistently do with bot headshots. But at the same time, I want to level up spec more than I do Minty. So it feels like the spec quests are more important to complete than the Minty quests. Ooh, I thought we had a player. It was just the side of that rock was rendering in. I thought we had a player though. I don't know how fast they can get up here now with the move speed. So until it happens, for now, it's like I'm expecting him to be there at any moment. But it looks like we are good. Let's give them another. Oh, we got someone up there. We got 2 someones all the way over there. Well, that is interesting. I bet they're kitted. So I saw 2 people that spawned campfire. And they were looking over prison, so I'm just going to assume that they're kitted. They were very hard to see. No way they saw me though. That, I feel like that's impossible, but I want to get into a position now where I can see which way they rotate. So I'm going to try to get to this tree next and see if we can spot them, because they might become it. They might go straight down the road. This is our dangerous timing right here where they could spot me. We're looking good now. So they could come down this... Yeah, there's one of them. I was like, they could come all the way back here, but it seems like they might not be interested in doing that. Or maybe. So where's the second one? Did we get them both? I don't know. Do I want to check? I'm scared. Oh, we got them both. Oh, I'm shaking, guys. That was exciting. That was very exciting. Alright. I couldn't even see the second guy die. I guess he was technically the first guy. I didn't see him die at all. But I was, like, so amped up there, I couldn't hit any shots. So, like... I get a lot of adrenaline. Oh yeah, I just remembered. Sorry, I forgot to put the heart rate monitor on, guys. I went to go look for my phone, couldn't find it, lost my phone. I don't know. We'll find the phone later. We'll turn the heart rate monitor on, but right now, we're leaving it. So, I still have a lot of problems aiming, as you guys can tell. Especially, it's like some days I aim really well, some days I'm locked in. Today doesn't feel like one of those days. I don't feel locked in right now, so we were lucky to survive that. I'll take it. Oh, they died like right next to each other. That's why I couldn't see the second set of stuff, because it was right there. I haven't heard anyone in prison though. And then one of them did have a tier 6, so I did have AP, so that should rip through the tier 6. But that can account for missing, or I'm doing quotes now in the air, missing shots, since the tier 6 has a decent chance of protecting them. Alright, we should be good. I don't see anything going on here. We know campfire should be safe for a little bit. The spot I'm worried about is someone coming from there. And rotating up on this hill from Gore Pit. So I'm going to keep my body to the right. We hungry? Yeah, we're hungry, dude. Getting a double squat, getting a double Chad kill always makes us hungry. I'm going to keep my body a bit to the right here of this, or to the left of this tree, so that we're a little harder to spot from that side. And then we will loot this stuff and we'll get going. That's another tier 6 too, that's awesome. And the really important part was we finished our Minty quest. So, I'm pretty excited about that. Woo! I'm very excited, this is gonna be a great day. I don't really... If we die, I will be sad in this raid, but at this point, this raid has already been a success, really, so... But let's try to stay alive, right? Let's not be stupid. Cool whip. Alright. Kinda wish I had put the heart rate monitor on, though, if I had spent a little more time finding my phone. Because that would have been kind of fun to see my heart rate hit like 190 after that double kill when I wasn't sure if the guy was dead yet. Alright, we can take... Actually, we can take most of this stuff. I think we can take it all. We can take it all. Level 42, Julian. Wait, that guy looks familiar. No, okay. I don't think this is one of the viewers. We still have that stupid sword on our back, don't we? I know I've played with someone, and his name is Julian, and we don't have the sword at all. But I think it's like Julian is bad, and I think we just killed Julian. So maybe, viewer, Julian is bad if you were watching this. We might have just killed Julian for you. I didn't think he was bad. I think he just got unlucky, though. Alright. Let's go in. This is gonna be a... this is gonna be a long crawl, huh? We'll go into prison. We'll do a quick scan. And then I guess we'll try to rotate somewhere else. It's gonna be a long one, though, that's for sure. Because we're already... What? I think we're more than 82 kilograms, but okay. This is concerning, guys. So if you don't know, these do not spawn open very often. Ever. They don't spawn open ever. So we did have a spawn here. Right, we spawned Gore Pit, someone spawned here, we had the duo that spawned up there, which means the Gore Pit player, we're the Gore Pit player, Squeaky player, probably went up the hill and then dropped back down, but he hasn't made a single sound, which is honestly quite impressive, or maybe I just didn't hear it. Like, he hasn't been shot by bots, nothing has happened to him. So with that information, that kind of makes me think that maybe he hasn't gone very far, because it's very hard to not get shot by the bots, like, at all when you go into prison. So he could be, like, hiding in these trees waiting for us or something. Oh my gosh, it's so slow. But either way, I'm not super enthusiastic about finding him inside prison, because we're so slow and we're so looted up. Honestly, I'm happy just getting out with this stuff. So I think that will be our plan. We're going to keep our eye on him. We're going to keep watching our back. I see something? But I'm not going to go into prison looking for this guy. I swear I saw something at the top of this rocks, but I don't think anyone can be up there where I saw movement. I think it was probably these tree branches. But now I'm scared. Or probably like a tree rendering behind the rock that made it look like a gear tech. Trees are really scary in this game, man. That might be the scariest part of this game. We do hear footsteps up there, so that's good. That's Henry. That's good. We're glad he's there. He's patrolling. I just don't know what happened to this prison guy. And we don't have any information to go find him either. I think most likely he heard all our shots and he's being smart and playing safe and hiding, hoping that we'll run into him. But we're not going to do that, because that's what I would do. So we're not going to go play into his hand. We're going to stay out here. We know he has to leave prison too if he's still here. So as long as he doesn't go all the way to like the beach side and border, we'll definitely, probably, most likely see him. All right, we're going to keep moving. I don't think I saw anything. I think it was just a rendering, distance rendering kind of thing. Okay, that's not good. I forgot. I didn't forget about him, but I didn't think he was gonna see us there. I thought we would be okay. So I'm gonna stay along this wall, try to get to a tree. We are way too slow. This is ridiculous. Okay, maybe this is why I should bring those endorphins, right? Or a vigor. I think it's the blue one that I want. Let's just top off. I don't think he's shooting us now, guys. Because I think if you wear the blue one, or maybe it's the red one, but I think one of those little EpiPens will give you like a lower restriction on the movement issue. So like right now, it would be really nice to have one. Let me know if I'm right about that. I don't really want to try them out right now, because I take a while to accept change. But if you guys tell me a good use for both of those new EpiPens, I'd be very excited, because I'm not going to figure it out myself. Let us have you guys tell me. You guys know more about this game than I do. So Henry's pissed. Let's back up. And let's try to get an angle on Henry. Not to shoot him, though, but to see him. And we can't see him. You know that Henry is very likely to be shooting the guy in prison. We know the guy is in prison, so none of that is new to us. I think that's a bot. Yeah, that's a bot. We see Henry pointing over there. So he could be in Warden's office right now, or he might be on the back hills of by the rocks. Either way, I think the prison player is not near us. So I think we can move a little more aggressively here. This feels so dumb. Hey man, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? They're gonna patch this soon, I know it too. Once they patch it, I'm not actually sure what I'm going to do, because on one hand, I need to take this armor out, especially the tier 6. But on the other hand, it's like, I almost said on the second hand, that's not the saying. On the other hand, trying to take out 2 tier 6s when you're wearing one and you have one in your bag is very painful. It's very heavy. So I'm not really sure the feasibility of once this backpack trick gets patched, I'm not really sure the feasibility of taking out more than one tier 6 in a raid. As just one poor solo guy. Maybe that's, but yeah, like I said, we'll try out the new EpiPens. And those might be the answer to our prayers. Alright, it's been very quiet so far. I'm gonna move up to this tree and try to get some better vision. Alright, I saw Henry looking at us. I wasn't sure if he was gonna take the shots though, but then he took the shots. I didn't know also if Henry was looking at us, that could mean that the other player is close to us. Let's not move just yet. See if someone... I don't know, sometimes when you see players in the distance, they're kind of small. Kind of remind me of like ants. So like, they'll hear a shot, and then you'll see one or two little ants come swarming around Sniper Rock or something. Looks like the NRS is gone though, so I guess we had a spawn here. Who may or may not have gone into prison, but okay, they're still alive. It seems unlikely that this spawn went to prison. Okay, I'm getting shot all over the place, guys. We needed some quiet. We need some quiet to figure out what's going on. At the end there, that almost sounded like a player shooting me too. I don't think it was. I think it was just a very aggressive Henry. Alright, we've made it in a pretty good spot. Expos are open. It's been 15 minutes. This is 3 ticks, but we have so much ammo right now. So we're just going to put one that has even more 3 ticks on. And keep an eye on my back. I don't think this guy's going to sneak up on us because we didn't kill Henry, so I'm feeling fairly safe. From that angle at least. From the road, I'm feeling fairly safe. Mostly concerned with someone being on this hill. I did just hear shots at docks, I think. Which is like kind of a bummer. I don't think we're gonna get there in time. But we'll try. I should be careful because that's because I heard shots. I don't know exactly where I heard them. And it could very well be someone rotating all the way around and coming this way too. But so far so good. Those trees are all nice and empty. Let's get in here. Actually, no point in going to that tree. Let's just go forward and hide behind this container. Alright, how's stamina? Stamina's pretty good. Pretty good. Alright, there's another reference. I've done 2 comedy references in today's video, which is very exciting. If you got both of them, congratulations, you get a special prize. Not really, I'm not giving away prizes. Alright. Don't see anyone at docks yet. And the timing of that shot could mean that they're still in docks. I don't even know where I heard the shot though, so they might not even be in docks in the first place. I do want to kind of keep vision on exfil though, in case that was them and they're like looting docks, but I think we just took too long. I don't think they're still in here. So I'm gonna move forward. I don't think I've seen the bots yet though. Alright. We're in a tree. That's nice. This is where I want to be. We're gonna watch docks for a little bit. So I think we'll be able to see if someone goes to exfil. We gotta get our stamina up anyway. Alright, stamina's up. So I'm gonna rotate again and try to confirm those bots. Yeah, I still don't see the bots. Which makes me pretty suspicious that there's someone in this building still. Okay, how do I want to play this? On one hand, I really don't want to run to another exfil. I feel like I've already gone far enough. But on the other hand, I'm afraid. I'm afraid that there's someone inside docks right now. So I don't think we're gonna push in. Dude, last time I pushed into docks, you guys, if you watched that live stream, You saw what happened. I was like, let's be brave. Let's go push into docks. I'm feeling good. This guy has like a looty. And I died. I lost that fight. Mostly because my FAL was cursed and like transported itself into a wall, so I couldn't actually shoot. That was a big part of the reason I lost, but it was cursed. I didn't like it. I'm not doing that again anytime soon. So let's sit here a bit. I thought I saw someone from tunnel. That's why I'm paying a lot of attention here, but I think it was just a flicker. But anyway, yeah, we've got time. Let's sit here for a little bit. We don't need to go into docks just yet. All right, it's been a good 30 seconds, guys. I think that was enough time. We still don't have the bots, so I think I'm gonna push in. I don't think this guy's here. I think most likely the bots are just upstairs. And I just want to figure out, what's going on now, you know. I want to figure out if the bots are upstairs or if there's a player upstairs. Somebody's upstairs and we're going to figure out who. Alright, that's a good sign right now. There's no bots. There's no bot ammo and stuff down here, so maybe they are a top spawn. Okay, so someone got very greedy with the permadol. Took it all. Nothing yet. I'm gonna check everything. We're gonna be very thorough. I'm not having someone surprise me. You know, this was a bad spot to be in. He already knows we're here, so what I should have done here is just shot the door instead of trying to peek that corner. Okay, one mysterious SKS. Could be a trap. They're gonna wait for us to try to loot it and then get us. This door, though, I'm not as worried about doing that maneuver on. We're shooting through the door because there's plenty of space for me to get around in that door. Do a scan, make sure there's no one sneaking up. Oh boy. Okay. Alright, so this is what we were waiting for so long. I'm guessing, is this a player death? No, that looks like a bot. Seems like he survived. But he missed the flight recorder. That's so hard to see, though. I'm not surprised. Right, this was a bot, too. I'm looking for, like, a player tag. Seeing if we can get one. Doesn't seem likely. That's all empty. Alright. Though, also, I'm kind of jumpy in this building anyway, because it was very recently I was doing a raid. We've been here for a little bit. We did some looting. We were very thorough. We did all our scanning. We were smart. And someone still managed to sneak up on us, and I have no idea how they did it. Maybe they just slow walked the whole time, but we were trying to leave, and then some guy started shooting us in the back, which was honestly very shocking. Oops, this is not tangerines. And that memory is totally going to mess with me, so I have not recovered from that surprise, that jump scare. Alright, we'll leave that there. 762 by 51. You know what? Let's take it. Let's take it, why not? Also, wouldn't it be really cool if these actually showed live feeds? And you could, like, see people in research and you could have your teammate. I guess that would kind of suck for me as a solo. But you could, like, at the disadvantage of breaking up your team and spreading out, you would be able to have a lot more vision on research and know if there's people in it. Maybe not have all of those work as live feeds. I feel like that might be a little too good. 'Cause you're basically stream sniping at that point, right? For someone who's not even streaming. But I don't know. It could be like an alarm system. That could be kind of cool. Like if someone went into I'm just spitting out stupid ideas right now. But if like someone went into research, you could get like a little proximity alarm going off here. That's probably dumb. I think they have a lot of other stuff that they should fix first. Interesting. This is already broken. I'm guessing this was the bots though. Since I don't think the guy would have broken the windows and then come out here and then not grab the flight recorder, right? That's just silly. Alright, we're not getting jumped by that guy second time around the corner. Let's go. You know, if we get shot right now anyway... Oh, dude, this was closed for me. That was the other reason why I wasn't pushing in, because this was still closed. So I figured he hadn't X-filled yet and opened that box. But now it's actually open. So we kind of wasted a bunch of time, but it's alright. We made it out safe. Alright, well that is going to be it for me today. So thank you all for watching. I'm not sure when this one's getting posted. I'm going to be taking a slight break and probably posting a little less over the holidays, July 4th kind of thing. So if you celebrate July 4th, I hope you have a great holiday. Otherwise, I hope you guys all just have a great time anyway. But I will see you when I get back, and that's it. Have a good one, everybody.